Hi, I'm Ken. In this Shards of Alara video, we'll be taking a trip to the Shard of Jund. The three colors of Jund are black, red, and green. Jund is a vicious world, ruled by dragons, where only the strong survive. Its major mechanic is the keyword Devour. Devour, seen here on Mycoloth, is an ability that lets the most vicious creatures grow in size by preying upon other creatures. As a creature with Devour comes into play under your control, you can sacrifice any number of your other creatures. The creature with Devour comes into play with a certain number of +1/+1 counters on it for each creature sacrificed this way. The number after the word Devour tells you how many +1/+1 counters it gets for each creature it eats. Let's try it with Mycoloth. You've got a few tasty creatures in play. As Mycoloth comes into play, you decide how many of them to sacrifice. You can sacrifice all of them, none of them, or any number in between. You decide to sacrifice 3 creatures. Mycoloth has Devour too, so it gets 2 counters per creature. That's a total of 6 counters, so Mycoloth comes into play as a 10/10 creature. If you're worried about counter spells, I have good news. The point when I could counter your Mycoloth is before the point when you sacrifice creatures. If I cancel it, you'll still have all of your other creatures. Devour works no matter how the creature that has it comes into play. If you use Elvish Piper to put Mycoloth into play, it can still devour some creatures, including Elvish Piper itself. Some creatures with Devour have additional abilities that check whether they devoured something. Skull Mulcher has Devour 1, and when it comes into play, you draw a card for each creature it devoured. You play Skull Mulcher and sacrifice 2 creatures as a result of its Devour ability. It comes into play with 2 +1/+1 counters. When it comes into play, you draw 2 cards. The Jund Shard also has a bunch of cards that do something cool whenever another creature is put into a graveyard from play. Combine them with your Devour cards, and you can get big bonuses for chowing down on your own creatures.